In a shocking turn of events, Mason Greenwood has publicly criticized Marcus Rashford in a recent interview, labeling his former Manchester United teammate as a bad influence. The explosive comment has sent shockwaves across the football world, sparking intense debates among fans and pundits alike. Greenwood, currently rebuilding his career away from Old Trafford, didn't hold back when asked about his time at Manchester United. "There were players around me who weren't focused," he said. Marcus Rashford, for example, he was a bad influence, not someone younger players should look up to. While Greenwood didn't elaborate on the specific behaviors he was referring to, his comments have added fuel to ongoing scrutiny of Rashford's off-field conduct, especially after a turbulent season filled with inconsistent performances and questions about his commitment. This bombshell comes at a time when both players are navigating uncertain futures, and it's clear that Greenwood's words have reignited the conversation about leadership and discipline at Manchester United.
Shell labels Marcus Rashford a bad influence in explosive interview. In a stunning and unexpected turn of events, Mason Greenwood has publicly criticized former Manchester United teammate Marcus Rashford, labeling him a bad influence during a fiery and emotionally charged interview released earlier today. The statement has sent shockwaves through the football world and ignited a fierce debate over player culture, personal responsibility, and the inner dynamics of one of England's biggest clubs. Greenwood, who has spent the last year attempting to rebuild both his image and career following legal issues and suspension from Manchester United, spoke candidly about his time at the club. When asked about the environment among young players during his rise to the first team, Greenwood didn't mince words. "Marcus Rashford wasn't the mentor or role model everyone thinks he was," Greenwood said. "He was a bad influence in a lot of ways, distracted, inconsistent, and more interested in his personal brand and outside ventures than what was happening on the pitch." Though Greenwood didn't go into specifics, he implied that Rashford's behavior affected others in the dressing room and may have contributed to a lack of focus among the younger players. The comments come as a shock given Rashford's reputation as one of English football's most respected figures, both on and off the field. Known for his philanthropy, Rashford was even honored by the British government for his activism against child hunger and inequality. His image as a humble, socially conscious professional has made him a fan favorite not just in Manchester, but nationwide. Greenwood's remarks, however, paint a contrasting picture, one that suggests tension and perhaps even resentment during their time at Old Trafford. The football world reacted swiftly. Supporters of Rashford flooded social media in his defense, calling Greenwood's comments bitter and disrespectful. Others argued that Greenwood was finally revealing a side of the dressing room dynamics that had long been hidden from the public. Prominent pundits and former players have chimed in as well. Some see Greenwood's statement as an attempt to deflect attention from his own troubled past, while others believe his honesty might reflect deeper dysfunctions at Manchester United in recent years. Manchester United has yet to officially comment on the interview, but insiders suggest the club is disappointed and surprised by the public nature of Greenwood's remarks. This interview reopens old wounds not only between players but for Manchester United as a club that has struggled with internal harmony, managerial turnover, and inconsistent performances over the last several seasons. Whether Greenwood's words spark further revelations or are dismissed as sour grapes remains to be seen. What's clear is that the fallout from this bombshell is only beginning, and the long-term implications for both Greenwood and Rashford, professionally and personally, could be significant. As Greenwood looks to reignite his career abroad and Rashford remains under pressure to deliver consistent performances for both club and country, this revelation threatens to become a long-running storyline. If nothing else, it's a stark reminder that behind football's glitz and glamour lie complex relationships, egos, and rivalries, some of which may never fully have